With Fusion Manage, customers can streamline their business processes by defining responsibilities for each user that contribute to a business process. Using the outstanding work list, users can then easily check for the task that they are responsible for and take action. Fusion Manage even takes care of users not being available at the time processes get created by allowing users to define delegates, which will then receive the tasks that are due. But what do you do if users are not available unexpectedly because they are on sick leave or for whatever reasons are not available to the project teams any longer? In this case, you would have to involve an administrator to reassign the tasks that are currently a responsibility of the user. But doing so requires usage of few reports because the user might be responsible for various types of tasks. So the administrator will have to check a couple of workspaces, use a couple of reports to get a full list of all the tasks and processes that are getting stuck if there is no action taken. Now this step is much easier to accomplish by using the PLM UX extensions. The UX extensions is a set of web applications that run on top of your Fusion Manage tenant. They make use of the REST API to pull information and provide new user experiences, but also additional utilities for the administrators. So for example, the UX extensions contain a new utility that's called the Outstanding Work Report. With this utility, all the administrators of a PLM tenant that have system admin privileges can access the outstanding work list of all the PLM users within a tenant. So by launching the system, we can now find all of the users of our tenant on the left-hand side, and I can easily click the users to get their outstanding work list on the right-hand side. So basically, I can see the same list as they would see when they log in to Fusion Manage. So it makes it very easy for me to see what is on the to-do list for the given users in order to see if there are any processes of relevance which I need to reassign, which I need to work on. And in order to do so, I can also make use of some filters on top of this list. For example, I can easily filter for the tasks that have a due date. And also I can filter by the process type, because not all of the process types share the same relevance. So if I want to focus on problem reports, I can do so very quickly and easily. Now that I have this list on the screen, I can also take action on these business processes. So first, I can click on them to see more details on the right-hand side, because the details panel on the right-hand side now gives me information about the problem description, the creator, creation date, and all the details that were captured. I can even see more information if I want to by simply open up the business process inside of PLM by using this icon. And now I have all information at hand, all the capabilities to change the ownership, to take workflow actions, and whatever is needed to fix the problem. There's even a shortcut in this utility. By double-clicking these entries in here, I can achieve the same thing. So simply double-click the entries to go to the process. There is not even a need to use the details panel on the right-hand side. But there's a huge benefit of this panel because it might prevent me even from getting to the process inside of PLM, because I can also reassign this task from in here, depending on the type of business process. So for the problem reports that we see in here that are in state review, one of the activities to be done is to select a technician that will explore the problem report and see if a change request is required to address the problem. And this is achieved by selecting a technician in the details. And as this form is editable for me as the administrator, I can also select a colleague of mine in this listing here. I can even select a target date if I'm aware about this. Should not be Saturday. So I can select a target date in here, save the details, and actually this will update the business process inside of PLM directly. But I didn't have to leave this utility. Furthermore, I can also take some workflow actions. So if I need to submit this process afterwards to the selected technician, I can also do so from in here. So it's just a click on this action in here, and this will automatically perform the workflow action and transition in PLM in the background. So I can now finally also review the outcome of my activity, because if now I open up the to-do list of my colleague, I can see that this problem report 86 which is still shown on the right-hand side in here, now also is shown in the outstanding work list of my colleague, and with this I can also validate that the reassignment has worked well. So overall, this outstanding work report makes it by far easier to reassign the tasks and to take action if some people are not available, and if you want to make sure that the processes continue processing even if no delegates were set inside of Fusion Manage. With that, thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.